Hello everyone and welcome in new video with this wonderful plane. This is also new update and in last video we landed at Podgorica airport. It was not very fun. As you saw, there was really bad weather on landing and huge icing conditions on the flight. But we landed successfully. Now is our time to return this airplane to his home, to Belgrade, and we'll do this short flight from Podgorica to Belgrade. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit better weather than we had before, but we will see. So, without losing any further time, we'll go inside of the cockpit and prepare our airplane for this flight. So, first of all, we'll start batteries 1 and 2. This is okay. We need to close the doors. We can do it like this. So this is a very nice airplane. It is a jet, but for the characteristics, it's more like turboprop. It's very nice, nicely done, and we'll see if they made any changes for this airplane in this new update. It's supposed to activate U-damper automatically after 400 feet. We'll see if that will actually happen. So I'm still struggling with the temperature, but as I was able to see, temperature is here, 16 degrees. So it's warm, and we'll probably not need any icing protection. So for now, we'll put this on. And basically, since we are flying IFR flight, we'll set for IFR and also 122.800 because we don't have anyone there. Maybe we have now. Let me just verify. Nah, we're alone. And we have one departure. And the guy is already in flight. Let's connect ourselves to the network and put this and strobe on, and let's start the engine. To put this to run, you can see the fuel pump, and let's just follow that we don't go to anything that we don't want. And we'll put this to auto, and since it's 16 degrees, let's put a little bit warmer. This airplane also has a wonderful sound, and I'm very happy with it. Let's go and enter our flight plan. So we are going from Podgorica. airport, and our destination is Belgrade. And let's bring our flight plan. Give me a second. Okay, we're going from runway 36 and Nikšić 1 Delta. Oh, we skipped. We were too fast, and we'll load at departure. And for our arrival, we have LGAP 2 Bravo, runway 30. And let's go to Bravo, runway 30, load this. And we'll go ILS 30, also load it. Back, and we have Nikšić and then LGAP. So basically we have all waypoints that we need. We'll also turn on this, and when we are airborne we'll enter this altitudes. Okie dokie. Let's see, speed bugs 90. Okie dokie. And this is one very fast preparation of the airplane. Also, we need to trim it up. I usually like to trim like 6. There is a table, I don't have it for correct trimming, but we can live with it. And also we will put radios for the runway 30 in Belgrade. And 30 is no go. We'll have to go to runway 12 because 30 currently we have 10 knots tailwind, which is no. So we'll change arrival to runway 12, load, and we'll also pick over, let's say I'll give 2 kilo. So just give me a second to find correct approach. And I'll give, okay. It's a red one. Belgrade Airport for runway. So we'll use this one. Brenovac Logar. And let's see. 1.8 is preferable, but we can stand this. I'll give 2 kilo. Runway load. Okay, let's go back. So we did that. Let's a little bit make it. Okay. And let's use charts. Airport chart. We'll use map for this, and we'll just enlarge our chart. Also, we can press this, and one here we'll use 436. Okay, and let's switch this and we'll magnify a little bit so we can see everything. Let's just verify the weather information for Podgorica 1011. Oh, we need to change this. 1011. Okie dokie. We'll engage flight director and also we'll engage nav. Speed bugs are the same. We'll go timers and set timer to 5 minutes. And we'll count down because the 5 minutes is limitation for takeoff thrust. And after that we are more or less okay, above 2300, 8000. Okay, dokie. So we'll set our initial altitude to 12,000, or we can go to 210 immediately. To 10. Since we don't have any ATC online, we can do it. And we'll also set a fly level change, and the speed will be 120 for initial climb. And 125. Yeah. Okay, dokie. We're set up, and it would be a great idea to run from the Podgorica before the weather becomes even worse. So, landing, master oxygen, pressure, probe heat will do. No de-icing needed for now. Let's see the parking brake. This is light jet, but it needs much power just to start rolling. We'll turn around here and let's just wait for a second because our fuel is not initialized. Why everything has changed. We did that test at the beginning, but and complete initialization. Initial fuel, sync, weight and balance is synced. Why is not allowing us? Okay, let's 230 enter. Back. It's refusing to accept this. It could be because of this. Let's try to nullify everything. I just added 40 pounds for everything. And it's 60. It's still not allowing us. don't know why, but at least our fuel on board is synchronized, and the weather is getting worse, so let's go from here. The temperature is 16-17 degrees, so we're okay with that. Podgorica traffic, Yankee Uniform 9 Town Hotel is taxiing to holding point runway 36 for immediate takeoff. Podgorica. And we had almost clear sky, and now we are like disaster. Need to slow down a little bit. So, Vision Jet has differential braking, and that's how you actually steer the airplane on taxiing. But because not many people are actually having pedals, they decided to help us to steer with the joystick. And if you think that I have some special equipment for flight simulator, I don't. I have Logitech 3D Pro. It's very old and sometimes it doesn't listen very good, but I like this stick, so I'm using it until I buy something a little bit better. And also I will link somewhere previous video where we actually took off from the Belgrade to Podgorica with the weather similar to this, maybe even worse, but it was night and it was catastrophic. So we had issue with airplane not capturing ILS, not even localizer. So it could be issue with this airport scenery or maybe with Microsoft. So I don't think it's issue with airplane, and that's something that we will verify right now because we'll use ILS in Belgrade. And we can go to Echo intersection. Podgorica traffic, Yankee Uniform 9 Town Hotel is entering Echo intersection, and we will take off from Echo. Podgorica. Okay, we need to finish our so we can use the full chart, and we can put this to on. Okie dokie. Let's enter the runway before this becomes uglier than it is. It's 17 degrees, so we're fine. We'll just keep this open for before we take off. And if you by any chance asking why I did a couple of times this is because VPilot didn't react it to squawk command Charlie, so I had to do it a couple of times until it starts reacting. Okie dokie, takeoff thrust. Let's go. It's like I have two airport sceneries, airspeed alive, and wind is, I don't know why is wind doing this, but we're hardly trying to keep airplane on the runway. And let's go. I don't know what happened, but it was very hard to keep it on the runway. And we'll start countdown. We can and try to I don't know why it's not showing. Why it's not showing? And you see that your damper is engaged. We can go flaps up, and we can engage autopilot, navigation, flight level change. Everything is fine, and we can reduce to MCP. And engage auto throttle. Outside temperature is 15 degrees. If it falls below 10, we'll engage everything. So flaps up, gears up. We are trying to capture our speed. I don't know why I don't see 0, 0. And start to see. And it's really raining. Okay, we're more or less on the profile. And let's see why. So it's so we engaged anti-icing just until we passed all of this. Let's see if we can see any icing. No, but nevertheless, better we are safe than sorry. So it's similar weather as we were flying when we were coming to Podgorica. Holy cow. Okay. And inset. Okay, we head up. Sensors, inset window, aviation. We don't need airports, VRs. These airports can stay. NDBs especially. Land, city, stage, other north above up. Track vector. Fuel ring, range to altitude. Okay, dokie. And we did everything. We put traffic map. Back. And we can can initialize full map. I don't see why I don't see the wind. The wind option 3 is my favorite. Go down. Yeah. Okay, more or less we're set up. Now we need our approach. So let's see, we're going to logger and we need to be 7,000 at LGIB. Let's go to flight plan and LGIB 7,000. Okie dokie. Then 4,000 logger. And I don't see wireless runway 12 and logger should be 3,000 actually. Yeah, 3,000 and depth also. And we're going to depth the, yeah, Labud is also 3,000, 2,850 for Kilo November. And runway elevation 317. Basically that's it. We're currently climbing 13,000 and we'll put like 210. I don't think that we'll catch 210 at Nikšić, but we'll put that. And also we need standard, and we can turn off the landing lights and watch outside the window, enjoy a little bit because it's very nice outside on this altitude. We have some strong wind, but we are fine. And since we are not in visible moisture, we can disengage icing protection. Our wings are okay, and with this V-tail, if we see by any chance even little ice on the wings, you can be sure that on our V-tail we have much more ice. So outside the weather is terrible, but we are over the clouds and we are currently above Nikšić, and it seems that in Belgrade the weather is fine. just like to play with the things, but I don't wanna play with this because I don't want accidentally to try to open the door and then to have issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator acting as I, for example, wanted to break the airplane. And this is very nice view. And it's very cold here, so let's go inside. So we activated VNAV, and we have around 10 minutes until we're at our top of descent. And we are at our climb altitude. We have some turbulence, small hiccups here and there, but we're fine. So let's enjoy this flight. We are speeding up to our full speed and we're at our cruise altitude. We can start our descent. And see if it reacts. It doesn't react, so we have to reduce our speed to 230 or 049 and go down like 2000 feet per minute. And you see the turbulence here. It's very high. Airplane is shaking, but we'll be okay. Trust me. Descent rate is like 2000, from 2000 to 2500 is quite normal. But we'll go 2100 because of the turbulence that we are experiencing. Also, let's verify systems and see the temperature -18, and we're approaching some clouds, so and it switched to knots, so we'll put 240. And when we get close to the clouds, we put recon landing lights. I know that we are high. Wrong button. Engine, wing. We'll put just engine. We'll leave the wings so when we approach icing conditions we can verify if this actually works. And we can reduce a little bit. Let's switch here. We're more or less fine. And we need the radio 1110.3. So 110.30 transfer, and this one too, 110.30 transfer. Okay, and we can put bearing 1 to nav 1, and we'll see when we capture our localizer. Like we're asking for 240, and it's for some strange reason it likes to go to so from time to time you need to reset the speed, so it will keep the speed that you programmed. Unfortunately, we'll see very little of Belgrade because we're coming to runway 12. and it keeps adding more power. I don't know why is that. You can also reduce 1700, and we can go quickly down to 3000. You see it keeps adding throttle, so we just go here, reset a little bit. And now he's adding throttle. Let's see what he gives us if we switch to FMS. Maybe it will handle it better than manual. So we are +1 degree, and we'll stay there as long as we have, because we'll disengage engine anti-ice the moment we approach 10 degrees or more. Let's reduce our descent rate a little bit. Let's put 900 feet. Now it's not working. I can hardly wait for them to put the wind up to work. We can press altitude, so we'll keep 7000. It's shaky. I pressed altitude 7000. Okay. There is no ice there, and the temperature is 5 degrees, still not much. And we have landing lights, and QNH for Belgrade is weather QNH is 1005. Let's go outside a little bit. It's very nice airplane, and not hard to fly. And we need to go inside to set 3,000 feet. And VS. Oh, yes. It's sunset outside, so it's very nice. And we're going over 250. It's going over 250, which is not very good. So let's switch to manual. Let's go 240. It's showing actually that it's raining. It's probably the rain. That is airport. Final course is 117. We will set heading to 117 just in case. And when we pass logger, we'll engage 117. When we pass logger, we will, or even when we go to Debda and turn to our final heading, we'll engage localizer and everything. Okay, we're approaching logger right now, and this is the point when we're starting actually our approach for ILS. And we'll start reducing our speed. Airport is on our right side. I love winter flights. Weather is totally unpredictable, and you could get into the trouble every moment. When we clear the logger, we'll reduce our speed to 210, which will be much better for approach. Okay, we can slowly start to reduce our speed to 210. And when we are like at the end of our turn, we'll engage approach and reduce our approach speed to 160 or something like that. And then we will reduce to 120 and finally 100 for approach. You can even now, let's say, turn to you don't need to go full. Go to heading and then engage approach, and also reduce our speed to 180. So we can put our gears down at 210, so you can use at let's say 150. We can a little bit more like this. We have our localizer already here, and we can now engage approach, but approach is leading us to the wrong way. We don't want that. So GPS source we can put as a localizer, and now we can see it should follow the heading that we are selecting until we reach this. So let's announce ourselves. Belgrade traffic, Yankee Uniform 9 Tower Hotel, approaching Devda for LS runway 12, Belgrade. Let's once again verify the weather is still the same. Let's stay still on this. We have some 3 nautical miles between Labut and Kilo November, so we have plenty of times to reduce our speed and put flaps down and everything. Okay, localizer is coming alive. We still didn't capture the localizer, which is strange. I don't think that we're too far. And that's probably that I'm doing something wrong, because we're not capturing localizer. We are at approach mode, currently heading. Okay, if it doesn't capture localizer, we will take over and we can reduce our speed to 120. And let's see what's going on, why it's refusing to capture this. Let's put the gears down so we have additional drag. Let's put 110. We're far, but let's stay on 120. We're still not capturing, and we're almost at the glide slope. And I will leave it be a little bit just to see if it captures. I don't know what's going on and why it's not capturing, because we are currently over this. We'll continue by ourselves and land airplane. So I don't know why it's not capturing anything. It needs like this. Yeah, it's a bug. It asks for actually for sorry, I'm just looking at instruments. Actually searches for nav and then to captures localizer, which is totally wrong. You should do it also through heading. We're more or less on a glide slope. We have 17 knots crosswind. whatever. Okay, this sound is aftermarket. So we are crabbing and it will be fun landing. Okay, your damper should be disconnected. We are a little bit lower, but not that much. Let's put the full flaps. Belgrade traffic, Yankee Uniform 9 Town Hotel is on short final runway 12 Belgrade.
Belgrade traffic behind landing, aircraft runway 12 line up and wait. Runway 12 behind Austrian 738.
We're following our birdie. So we're fully set up. And it's really windy and 600 feet. We're fully on ILS. Like we're high a little bit. And we are floating. We don't have reverses, so we'll not brake much until we approach exit point. We'll speed up a little bit and pull up our flaps so that they don't wait for us much more. And we'll exit our runway here. Belgrade traffic, Yankee Uniform 9 Town Hotel, runway vacated. Belgrade traffic.
Belgrade traffic, Austrian 738, departing runway 12.
Austrian. We'll park on Bravo. I know it's not a generation parking, but I like to park on Bravo. It's fun. So this is probably the bug with the ILS capturing, because when we flew to Podgorica, I also did it from the heading, which is normal that when he captures in approach mode ILS, he just transfers it to the approach, but it didn't, so for that sole reason, that's a bug, and we know for the next time. And we'll go here on Bravo. Let's park on the heavy. Okie dokie. Now we can put the parking brake and shut down the airplane. Beautiful airplane. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this flight as much as I did. See you next time, and no, we don't need GSX, and enjoy everything. I will even open the doors and go to the external view. Beautiful. I might use this for a thumbnail. So everyone, thanks for watching, and have a great time. Bye bye.